It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin by running here with Samuel. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A handoff for Samuel. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now McCarthy rolling to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And no chance to see a return on a dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him at the 12. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man is Samuel, complete. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To the air with McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
3rd and goal, McCarthy.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time.
When Donnie around, it was like, I was in like high school
just goes right out the window.
Shit like that.
You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This one, like, I was young as hell. That nigga, this like PS2, PS3 days. Before them problem and all them. Madden.
Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Third and 3. Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not
how many times can you go for it?
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Here's McCarthy.
He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Hard running at the 15.
And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Here's a give to Samuel.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Here's Samuel.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. In motion left goes Jones. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
J.J. McCarthy.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved him from a turnover.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now they'll change things up. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Come on, bro. He cannot come back that
quick. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play.
I tell you, bro.
He cannot pull it
Cheating
in.
for niggas, bro.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the
drive. Smart said they want a touchdown.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And
yeah, this game, after this
too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Gotta take care of that out the line.
Play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
Play weird, bro.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I got 100 put on.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Jones breaking
where am my fumble at, bro? Where is my fumble?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy.
Gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here's the Raiders punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
This should be a touchdown.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is
that nigga got so much recovery ground.
He had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Barber. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
What the fuck is
and it's going to
that?
be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Raiders are going to take over
I'm
once
going through my
again
progression. This nigga really threw the ball. I'd even press the button at one time.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now McCarthy. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Man, this shit won't work again. I knew you were running.
He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
This game too fucking close.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken a fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Still shedding tackles. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now an audible here into something else. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Never mind. That's a dot. Keep on running. That's a motherfucking dot.
Up the middle there. And he's got it. 2 yards. 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 2 yards
His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they
That's a
add
good
on to
back,
this
man.
fourth-quarter lead.
What y'all think? That's a good
now
back.
they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I should get this.
They'll look to throw.
Oh shit! I thought I was
going
going
to
to
be
score.
taken
That was
down.
big.
It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
That's on me. I thought I was going to score. It was X.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
You like that touchdown, man?
And
That's
no
like you
run
moss
back
on the nigga in the
forthcoming, so
end.
this will come out to the 30.
I ain't tripping now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here.
Yeah.
They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves under.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick-6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. To the right side and intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now the Chiefs will bring the offense onto the field as they'll go for 2 here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll give it to Samuel. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.